Hey Nash, what should we make?
Our friend Kim challenged us to make a BLT with hash browns for bread and to incorporate gravy somehow. So let's do that.
All right, let's make a BLT with hash brown bread and gravy. Today, we have another request from our good friend Kimberly. Actually, this was technically a challenge, so Kimmy, challenge accepted. The challenge was to make a BLT with hash browns as bread and somehow incorporate gravy. So my plan is to take hash browns, turn them into waffles. The waffles will be the bread. We'll use some thick cut bacon, maybe even some candied bacon, haven't decided yet. Lettuce, tomato, and then we'll make a country gravy. So we'll use the bacon fat. We'll make a country gravy, kind of that gravy that you put on the gravy that you put on biscuits and gravy that they used to serve at Cracker Barrel before they changed their logo. I don't know what they serve now. Kimberly, challenge accepted. I guess without further ado, let's go. All right, so for our potatoes, we start with a bowl. You need some shredded potatoes, or you could just buy the frozen shredded hash browns and thaw them out. And then you want to drain all the liquid out, or as much as you can. So I drain these I just use this cheesecloth. Get these all separated because it kind of mushed them together. That's okay. Then we're gonna take some Tony C's, just get them all seasoned up. And then I'm gonna crack in an egg or two. I swear, Tony C's could double as pepper spray. For those of you that want some self-defense, if you have to walk to a car in a dark parking lot or something, use some of this and just shake it on your would-be attacker. And they will be incapacitated for a number of minutes so you can get away. And then I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese here. And the egg and the Parmesan, you're not gonna taste, it's not gonna be like an omelet. All it's gonna do is just kind of help hold this together as we cook it. Because I have had trouble in the past getting hash browns to stay together. The other way you could do this is to make a mixture something like this, and you could shape your hash browns into whatever shape you wanted, and then you could put them in the freezer for a little bit, and then you could pan fry them or deep fry them, your call. And then to our waffle maker that's nice and hot, just gonna go ahead and spray this guy down with some oil, and then get our mixture in there. And then we just close our lid and let this guy cook. And once your waffle is done, we're just gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. Oh, come on, you can do it. And set that aside. So now we need bacon. So take out a sheet pan with a wire rack. The reason I like to cook bacon this way, especially if it's for a sandwich, is because this is the best way to keep bacon nice and flat when you cook it. Because in a pan or whatever, it's going to curl a bit no matter what. But this way, it's gonna stay flat. Also, we want our bacon grease. So this way we catch all our bacon grease so we can make our gravy for Kim's experiment. Because you know, it's all for Kimmy. That's why we're doing this. That's why we do everything. It's for Kimmy. And then normally I like to candy my bacon or some shit, like put some maple syrup or some brown sugar or something on it. But we want the bacon grease to come out pretty clean for our gravy. So we're just gonna leave it as is. With our oven at 400 degrees, we're gonna throw this in for probably 30 minutes. Could be anywhere from 25 to like 40, but I'll let you know. Here we go. So part of the challenge was to incorporate gravy. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of our bacon fat. Then we're gonna follow that with a 1/4 cup of flour. I'll add in a little bit of time here. Just make our roux basically. Then we're gonna slowly whisk in 2 cups of whole milk. Then we're gonna add in a pinch of salt, some black pepper. And we're just gonna whisk this and let it simmer until it thickens to the gravy thickness of your choice. Then once your gravy is nice and thick, or however thick you want it, that's what we got. I already killed the heat, but go ahead and kill the heat, and then kind of just set it aside, let it cool. Because normally you want gravy warm, but in this case, we're making a cold sandwich, so anyway, it is what it is. I guess it's not a totally cold sandwich, whatever. Let it rest. So, I figured instead of mayo, because we're supposed to incorporate the gravy, we'll use some of the gravy as like a dipping sauce, but also I was gonna make sort of like a country gravy pseudo aioli. So I'm gonna go in with about 2 parts mayo, 1 part gravy, do a little extra there. Ah. All right, well, I just opened my cabinet and was greeted by an explosion of cocoa powder. So I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So we had 2 parts mayo, 1 part country gravy looking whatever. We're just gonna add a little bit of minced garlic and some chives. We'll go ahead and get that all incorporated, get it all combined, stir it together. I think that's the term I was looking for. All right, pretty good. Now we're just gonna let this chill until we're ready for it. Then we need our tomato component. And for a BLT, I like to go with a little bit thicker slices than I would do for like a burger or a normal sandwich. Now that one didn't turn out perfect, oh well. Oh, we wanna season our tomatoes with a little salt. All right, now we're ready to build. So we'll take our guy. I toasted this on a cast iron pan, the side that's gonna be the inside a little bit. So we'll go in with our mayo on the top and bottom. Try not to get too much mayo here, or aioli, or whatever the hell we're calling this stuff. I don't want the pockets all completely full. I try to get some decent coverage, clean up our mess a little bit. All right, so now we got our bottom and our top. I did some extensive research on the order of a bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich, and what I found is there is no answer. Everyone does it differently, so if you have an opinion, go ahead and plead your case in the comments, but because we got a funny shape here, it's not gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna do bacon, lettuce, tomato. So how much bacon do we use on this guy? I'm gonna do like 2 layers. That ought to work. And then you got a little bit of snacking bacon. Then we want some nice lettuce here. So, and that's gonna be, well, that'll work, right? And then we do our tomatoes. So that, can we make that work? That'll work, okay. And then we put our lid on it. And there we go. Bacon, lettuce, tomato with hash brown buns or hash brown bread, incorporated gravy. And there we go, look, it looks good. It looks good. I'm excited. And we got more snacking bacon. And there we have our BLT with hash brown bread and gravy incorporated somehow. So it's hash brown waffle bread, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes with a country gravy mayo pseudo aioli. This is for you, Kim. I hope you enjoy. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. It's a damn good BLT. There's a lot of hash brown in there. So I might have done like a thinner waffle somehow, or maybe more like a pancake kind of deal. No, I mean, the tomatoes are good. We season those tomatoes. The bacon's, obviously it's delicious bacon. And lettuce, and then that, you know, I didn't think the gravy thing was gonna work. The gravy mayo or gravy aioli, actually really good. It works, and it's super easy. Go make this. Kim, I hope you're happy. I hope we did you proud. But hey, let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm good. Been trying to exorcise the demons from those evil birds outside, but no luck so far.
Well, check it out. We got this hash brown gravy BLT that our friend Kim wanted. Well, here you go. Well, what do you think?
That's pretty darn good. I could go for a lot more B and a little less L&T, but solid nonetheless.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Nash would probably prefer a higher meat to veggie ratio, but he still approves. I approve. This is a great dish. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for the idea. We really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate that. Love you all. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to subscribe, like, share, comment, that would help us out. It'd mean a lot. Hit that bell for notifications. If there's anything you want me to cook, you want me and Nash to taste, go ahead and drop that down in the comments, or head over to our website, timschaoskitchen.com. Send us a message there. And hey, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, be good and peace.